Something I've noticed over time is that a lot of people train triceps pretty damn hard and consistently, but the size just never really shows for them, and it's usually for the same few reasons. So in this video, I'm going to give you some advanced tips to genuinely blow up your triceps. Triceps has always been like a big strong point for me, and a lot of people they'll just blame genetics immediately and say, Tom, you just have great genetics on triceps. But I'm telling you right now, everything that I've ever done for triceps is just completely different to what the majority of people will tell you to do. Because most people will be like, oh, just do some push downs, like do this, do that. But I've formulated it to actually make sure that I grow huge triceps. So I'm just going to tell you exactly what I did. So key point number one, train triceps with back, not with chest. So basically, if you're training triceps with chest, your triceps have already done a ton of reps. They've already gotten fatigued because you're doing pressing movements. So your triceps are like a secondary muscle. So if you want to grow big triceps, why would you do it when they're not fresh? It just makes no sense to me when people say that they hit chest and triceps together, but they want to grow big triceps. Most guys have never ever trained their triceps or biceps actually properly fresh. It's always slightly fatigued. You would be so surprised how much you're fatiguing your triceps when you hit them with chest, and how much you're fatiguing your biceps when you hit them with back. Just think about it. When you're doing a rowing movement for back, bro, you're hitting so much of your bicep as well. So I just started to switch it around. So I'm doing chest and biceps, and then back and triceps. And now it's every time I hit triceps, every time I hit biceps, they're extremely fucking fresh, really fresh. And then I can show up actually stronger on chest and back as well, because I know that it's okay, I'm going 100% on this primary movement. I don't have to worry about fatiguing my triceps too much or anything like that. And it's just benefited me way more. So I would just flip it around if I were you, because now you have the ability to actually get stronger. You can actually overload them properly. I did this test the other day where I went into the gym and I trained chest and triceps together because I always test things just to tell you guys, bro, my strength dropped by 20 or 30% on the movements on triceps after doing chest. So you have to definitely be very careful. And if your main focus is actually growing big arms, big triceps, why wouldn't you just do it as a primary? So flip them around, because that way you're training both of them as a primary muscle, and it's just going to be way more beneficial for you in the long run if you think about it. Hey guys, it's Future Tom here. If you're on this channel, you're already different to 99% of people. Believe it or not, it's not normal to sit through an educational fitness video like this. You are special. You're here because you want to push, you want more, you want to be held to a higher standard. And that's exactly why I built the Peak Arms Protocol, a private group with over 250 guys just like you, all serious about improvement. Inside, you're around absolute killers, guys that just care about holding each other to the highest standard possible. So here's exactly what I will give you. The exact blueprint on how to train, the reps, the sets, literally everything. A proven mindset framework that I use to genuinely stay locked in even when I was struggling. The exact nutrition guide for your specific situation so that you know exactly how much to eat. A private community full of disciplined, driven guys all on the same path as you. And 24-hour access to ask me or any guys in the group any questions that you ever need. You're never gonna have to watch a YouTube video again. You can just get the information straight away. You are gonna be surrounded by guys that will push you to your highest version of yourself. So if you wanna stop doing this alone and genuinely follow one clear system with a bunch of guys that will be there to hold you accountable every step of the way, then come join the group. The link's in the description. I seriously would have made progress so much faster if I just had one system to follow. I'm telling you, it's why most people can't make results. So take this with urgency and get everything that you need right away instead of watching multiple YouTube videos trying to piece things together. And just as a bonus, when you join, I'll personally speak to you and give you all of the information that you need on your specific situation. Let's carry on with the video. Most guys, if they're always training them completely depleted, completely fatigued, they never have the ability to just get really strong on them. And in my opinion, as a natural lifter, the best way, if you're pairing it with enough hypertrophy, enough sets, etc., the best way to grow big arms is just by actually getting strong enough. A lot of people say to me, oh, but Tom, what about the powerlifters? What about those powerlifters? They're really strong on triceps. Why don't they have big triceps? Bro, they do 1 or 2 sets a week. Of course they don't. I do a small amount of sets, right? I'll only do maybe 5 or 6 sets for my triceps a week. However, I go hard on them. I make sure I get stronger, and that's it's kind of an isolation movement if you think about it. Powerlifters are never really training specific biceps or triceps as much. They're always kind of pairing things. So I still do more than powerlifters, but I focus on getting stronger. And when you just flip them around, you really can get way stronger, just in my own opinion. Okay, key point number 2, hit mainly skull crushers or close grip press. This is a personal preference. However, like, I would genuinely tell you guys to try this out. And there's always going to be some guys online that are like, oh, but Tom, you have to hit the medial head or the long head or something like that, right? In my opinion, I don't listen to any of the science-based BS. I've grown big triceps doing this. So before you guys immediately just assume like, oh, but Tom, you're not hitting the medial head or whatever head I'm not hitting, just trust me on this. Like, this has built me some big triceps. So I would recommend that you just try it out. If it's built me big triceps, it can build you big triceps as well. I have just found that I've never really seen much growth doing normal push downs. And the thing is, the majority of guys in the gym anyway, they're all doing push downs. Why does the majority of people not have huge triceps? Like, if you go into the gym right now, I promise you, like, next time you go into the gym, look around, you won't see many people doing school crushers or close grip bench. You'll see half of the gym doing tricep push downs. So why is no one growing big triceps with that? Am I saying it's the worst movement in the world? Not at all. Like, literally not at all. I'm still, to an extent, a fan of push downs. I still think they're good. They're okay. However, when I've just primarily focused on either school crushers or close grip bench press, and I've really like drawn it and just focused on getting as strong as I possibly can on them, I saw the most progress, like the absolute most progress doing it that way. I got really strong on school crushers. I got really strong on close grip bench. Like, when I was 16, I think I hit like 140 or 150 kilogram PR. And I always actually bench with a close grip, which is funny because people used to say, Tom, like, how are you doing it close grip? It's way harder. But I always found close grip as more of my like primary way of doing it. So if you're going to do close grip, I would do it on a Smith machine. I wouldn't really do it on like a free weight because it's just going to be a lot harder. I've like literally, I don't do any push downs. My whole workout is literally just like school crushers or some sort of close grip exercise. You can add in dips too. I'm a pretty big fan of dips. However, most guys, if they don't know how to like properly do dips, they'll be hitting their chest more than they're hitting the triceps. So that's why I prefer to give you guys these more like specific exercises to where you're like guaranteed to actually properly hit the triceps. But one piece of advice is just don't be so embedded into these like science-based lifters that say you have to hit all of these specific exercises. I never really liked push downs a lot, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, like I'm not going to listen to these guys. If I'm going to do what I want to do, what I actually enjoy to do, I'm going to see way better results than the majority of people, right? Because I'm actually doing what I want to do, so I'm going to be more motivated to show up and do it. So key point number 3, never do tricep exercises that engage your core. This kind of ties into the push downs. This is why I have a bias towards the other things. But think about this logically. When you're doing a heavy ass fucking push down, I used to do push downs when I was like in my like heavier days with like a full stack and like 40 kilograms like strapped to the machine. Bro, the majority of the set, I was just focusing on not falling over. Like literally not falling over. So number 1, if you're going to do push downs, I would literally always opt to do them single arm so that you can actually isolate the tricep. Bro, you know the feeling, right? You've probably literally shown up in the gym and done it before, where you're doing like tricep push downs and you're like, your abs are like burning, your abs are like hurting so bad. You're like, bro, this is like such a hard set. I'm literally trying not to fall over. I'm trying not to like fold right now. This is the problem with push downs. If you want to get really strong on push downs, your form starts to take a massive hit. Like your form will really take like a big hit if you get really strong on triceps. So this is the thing. This is why I do like lying down school crushers or lying down close grip, because I don't really have to focus on my form at all, in the sense that I don't have to like try and stabilize myself. When you're doing push downs, you're taking away like 20 to 30% of your like overall actual strength, just purely based off the fact that like, if you actually logically think about it for a second, you have to spend like the majority of your strength and your grip like actually trying to properly stabilize yourself. So it's going to be way harder to do that if you actually think about it. So what I would say is, if you're going to do triceps, only do them single arm. If you're doing like some sort of push down, just make sure and ensure that you always have like stability while you're actually doing them, because if you don't have the stability, it's not really going to benefit you as much, and you're just going to like waste so much of your effort. And it's so fatiguing, by the way. It's so taxing on your nervous system, bro. If you're doing like heavy, like the V grip, like the push downs like that, if you're doing them really heavy and you're like trying not to fall over, you're like trying to arch your back and stuff, it is so fatiguing on your nervous system. I really noticed this. It would like literally fry, like absolutely fry my nervous system when I would do that. So just take that on the chin. Make sure that you're not doing like exercises on triceps that just actually demand your core. Like, it's crazy to me, man. It's such a waste of strength, such a waste of energy to do like an exercise like that where you're like using so much of your energy expenditure on literally fucking trying not to fall down. Like, what? Like, why are we all preaching doing like heavy rope push downs and heavy this and that? No. Do skull crushers and do like close grip bench, because then you have the stability and you can just get really strong on them. Also, close grip bench or close grip Smith, it's amazing for progressive overload. I actually heard, even like, I'm not even a fan of Jeff Nippard, and even he said this, that literally when you do like a close grip Smith or a close grip bench, it is so easy to progressively overload. It's just a really good exercise for doing that. And same with skull crushers. When you're doing like the double dumbbell like skull crushers, which is what I do, I've never actually had a session recently where I haven't got stronger. There's certain lifts where it's way harder to get stronger, like way harder. However, for that, like, I've noticed I can get way stronger every single session. Things like hammer curls, right? When you hit a certain level of like weight on hammer curls, it's kind of harder to get stronger. But with the triceps, I'm on like 20 kilogram dumbbells by now, and it's like I'm just getting stronger every single session. So thank you guys for watching this. Just remember to apply these 3 key points, and I'm telling you right now, it will completely explode your physique. I'll see you guys in the next one.